And then when I try to pick up the conversation afterwards, like it's kind of hard for them to gather the words. So I feel like the phone is kind of just dumbing down some people.
Yep.
I'm sad to say. Some people are like amazed at me like having a book. I know I'm on the train a lot lately, and a guy conductor was like, "Man, you're like on your third book, and it's only been 2 months."
Yeah, he all up in your business though. Woo.
Right.
He
He
goes
was
down
just
to the
like,
third book.
"Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, I finish a book like every 3 weeks. Like, I read." Like, he's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I barely see you on your phone," and he's just like, I don't want to, be in your business, but you seem like you're young. I would think that you're on your phone. I'm just like, I mean, I'm on my phone, but I moderate. Like,
Yeah.
I don't consume, my life is not consumed by my phone. Like, if it's not my parents, like that's urgent, I'll pick up. But other than that, I mean, I have like strict office hours
Mhm.
where my team can ask me whatever. I know when deadlines are because I have alarms set on my Google Calendar. Like I'm very structured and systematic, like in my back end. So, but other than that, like, yeah, the train ride should be peaceful. If I'm out, like on the weekends, I told myself on the weekends now, since it's about to be warm outside,
Yeah.
child, I love me some warm weather. But now it's warm. I'm gonna be outside and just leave the work stuff on Monday through Friday where
Yep.
people are more on the work. But yeah, man, yeah, I just find it interesting. The conversations are kind of just meh.
Hmm.
I also think that's probably some of the reason why I know we're not really talking about dating, but conversation, like the chemistry between two people, I can just see when I'm out eating by myself. I just see certain chemistries because no one knows how to have conversations. They're like
No.
buried in their phones, and I'm just like, yo, what is going on? Well, let me mind my business. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like everything is just so consumed by the phone. The conversation is just dumbed down, and I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like I'm an anomaly, which I'm okay with because I like being by myself. But
Yeah. Me too. Me too. And you made up a valid point too, because that's one thing I've been explaining since I've gotten home. My God, the need that we have for phones. I mean, since I've come home, I've had to download like 8 apps just to get around town. You
it's
get what I'm saying?
crazy.
Like down to the restaurants we eat in, and the quick little fast foods or the 70s. Like everything has an app. So now I walk into these establishments, and this is everybody, boom, 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 on a screen. Nobody, we don't need people anymore behind these counters. We really don't,
Right.
because by the time we get there, it's just to show them that we paid and keep it moving. Don't get me wrong. There's been a convenience to that when I'm in a hurry or when I'm on the
Of
go.
course.
I
Hmm.
love it. I'm in and out of the city all the time. So the bus app, is like a blessing. Being able to buy the ticket right then and there and go on about my business. But I've definitely noticed what you mentioned. Like everybody's on their phone for everything. And yes, it's passed off as a convenience. Right? That's how they package it and they scheme it. It's a convenience.
It's
But what
making
you're
you
saying is
lazy.
it's connecting every
Hmm.
no one speaking to each other. You know what I'm saying? I was on the bus the other day, and my app was glitching. That's another thing with these things too. You get these apps and they sometimes glitch. I go to pay cash. How many places I've gone to pay cash and they look at me like if I'm alien? Like,
I
what is
know.
that? You're paying cash? Like, what is that? I'm like, really? We're
Can you
doing that now?
count
Like,
now? Can you
yeah, it's like
count?
what? They look at the money and they're like, everybody behind these counters these days are like 17, 18. So they're looking at this cash like, what am I supposed to do with this? And they look at me like, you don't have an app? Like if I'm not worthy, like you don't have an app? I'm like, you don't take cash? You forgot to count? Like, so it's just, yeah, it's that's what I'm saying. They package it to where it can be beneficial, but like
Right.
you said, it becomes an addiction. It becomes where the day the app doesn't work now, people don't know what to do with themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like they need to, there needs to be a medium, like you said, either the person needs to be strong enough to put down the phone and pick up a book, or there
Mhm.
needs to be, to me, limitations. And there can't be. We have the freedom of having our phones and using our phones, and nobody can do that anymore. But you're right. We're losing ourselves. We're losing our communication. We're losing our intimacy within one another, even ourselves, right? Because now these days, the younger youth and even some adults our age won't make a decision in life unless they Google it first. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever next move they're gonna make, they gotta Google it first. You know what I'm saying? What happened with the go no? What happened with the, we'll take it as it rolls in, but now it's just everything has to be pre-planned down to the T where if the unexpected happens, they don't know what to do. They
When
don't know what to do.
when
And
you
for the fact
said, oh, go ahead.
And for the fact that the conductor to notice that about you and to be taken aback about that, like it's so sad to see that he was more concerned of why you're not on your phone than he was kind of commending you, saying, "Wow, good for you." But at the same time, that was his first instinct to be surprised that you weren't
Right.
robotic and like everyone else. You
Right.
know,
It's crazy.
and that's the scary part. We are becoming way too robotic. Like everywhere I go, like you said, everybody's just looking at their phone.
On their phone.
And it's
On the
crazy because
phone.
you'll ride the New York train, and for years now, the New York trains have been updated with that map right on top that tells you your stop. People don't even look at that. They rely on the map that they get on their phone, but it's like the map's right there. Take a look.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, yeah, everybody's just so dependent on this phone. And me being, in education, the
Mhm.
amount of youth I see with phones drives me nuts, girl. You're not supposed to have no iPhone 14. You can't even spell yet. Like, why do you have an iPhone 14?
Oh my God.
And it's just all of them. And the thing is, not to hate on my parents, I get it. It gets hard to commute with your children, take them out to places you want them to be quiet. So you give them the tablet. I have this real thing about giving the tablet and a phone during dinner and outside events where they should be communicating with you. And now you're getting this app to babysit your child for you or entertain your child from you. Like, then they come to class to me, and then I have to double up on my lessoning because you're not
Right.
doing what you're supposed to do. You're not doing your hat, you know? So it's just like, yeah, it's deteriorating minds as we speak. Don't get me wrong. I use it when I need to. It helps out a lot. But like
Mhm.
yourself, I know how to disengage. Anybody who knows me, you can go on my social media platforms. I'm dry. It's dead over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm either reposting a meme that interests me or whatever. But as in terms of me giving you my life on apps, you're not going to get that from me.
Child, I hired someone to I just busted my ear board to do social media. I'm like, I don't want shit to do with this. Like
Yeah.
I don't care. Well, I care about the aesthetics.
Yeah, 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 of
You
course.
know I
Of
care about
course.
the aesthetics.
Of
But I'm
course.
like, I don't care to talk to these people. Like
Yeah.
I'm never gonna meet them, which is what I want. I want a
Mm-hmm.
human experience. And when I talk to you guys, like it's just like a bunch of emojis. Like
Yep.
she's been
That's for
on
real.
she's been on for like a week now, and we've already gained like I don't even know, like 20 or something like that, and all she's been putting was like emojis. And I'm just like, this is how
Wow.
y'all talk?
That's how they talk. That really is.
Girl, bye. But
Yes.
I was just like, I
Eggplant,
don't.
thumbs up, or something. I don't know. Whatever they
Yeah,
say.
and a
Yeah.
couple of people will respond, but I'm just like, yeah, I'm not doing this. I got things to do, but you have fun. You love this.
Yep.
I'm glad you love this. Whatever. But when you said people go on Google, I think one of these mornings I was just typing in Google,
Mhm.
and I was like, let me see what people are thinking or what are they looking for.
What are they Googling? Yeah.
The things people Google, I don't even have to finish the sentence, or
Nope.
you see it in the forums, or
Yep.
Reddit is like a big forum, Reddit and Quora. I was like,
Yep.
is this what the hell people are like looking for answers for?
Mm-hmm.
It is crazy.